Obvious example is obviously men can have babies, stuff like that. That's just these people who they seem to want to, the social justice warriors, they always seem to want to like find a new group to champion, and they do it so ass backwards. You know, the homeless. Let's keep them on the street. No, that's the opposite of compassion. Let's get them off the street.
In today's video, Bill Maher, yes, the liberal, or what used to be a liberal Bill Maher schools an insanely woke actor. I'm not even going to tell you guys his name because who cares? Don't need to give this woke Hollywood actor any credit, okay? Like, if you agree. Anyways, let's just get straight into this because Bill Maher is just, you know, he is just roasting these woke lunatics as of lately, and I am, for one, here for it. Let's get straight into this where Bill Maher schools a woke lunatic actor. Let's hit it.
But okay, but woke, you have to like buddy up to this word, and no, because it comes up too much. So it started out
bullshit word.
Well, it became bullshit.
Yeah.
It became an eye roll for a very good reason.
Yeah.
Because it refers to everything where they embrace nonsense. You know, obvious example is obviously men can have babies, stuff like that. That's just these people who they seem to want to, the social justice warriors, they always seem to want to like find a new group to champion, and they do it so ass backwards. You know, the homeless. Let's keep them on the street. No, that's the opposite of compassion. Let's get them off the street. In Portland now, you can be fined. You're fined if you just ask them to move. And homeless people on the street is not...
That is insane, okay? Insane. Imagine paying so much in city and state taxes, like if you're living in California and in Los Angeles, to be very specific. Imagine paying so much in taxes and you have to deal with homeless people bothering you when you're walking into your own house. Yeah, could never be me.
Not good for the people or the homeless. So it's that kind of stuff that makes you roll your eyes and goes, you people are fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Or
I totally agree.
I may have told this story.
Do you, though?
I remember the 5-cent Coke again.
Right.
Didn't used to be this way, you know?
I think I told this, but I'm going to tell it again because it blows my mind. Mr. Beast, he's a YouTube star. You don't have to know who he is.
Yeah.
He makes these videos that get zillions of views, and then he uses the money to do things like and he likes to put in the title because it gets crazy viral, like helped 1,000 people overcome disability. And he did. I forget what the disability was. And then he got attacked. And like papers that we could, or websites and papers that we consider like normal and like respected, said things like, what needs curing is society's view of the disabled. And Mr. Beast thinks that disability is something that needs to be solved. It is something that needs to be solved. So this is what woke.
What's funny here is Bill Maher, he has an audience full of woke lunatics. Like, let's be for Rizzy here, right? And it's just crazy because he kind of talks crap about them. He says, you know, if you're woke, you're an idiot. Like, you actually, like, you claim to care about these topics, right? Like, for instance, you think that it's so nice to let homeless people just live on the streets. It's actually not nice to homeless people. It's not good for them because it enables their circumstances and behaviors that lead them to go on the streets. No one wants to be homeless, okay? No, you want that tough love, that push to force you to get yourself off your feet and make an actual life for yourself. Because what kind of life is it to be sitting on the streets, doing drugs, and looking as ugly as homeless people do? I mean, come on, no, homeless people do not look good, okay? It's not the cutest look. It's such a weird thing for me to say. Listen, I know, this is just what's coming to my head. But what's crazy is Bill Maher still maintaining an audience, even despite the fact that it's filled of woke idiots. And maybe that tells us something. Maybe this means that the country isn't as woke as we think, or they're starting to reject wokeism, which would be amazing and a white pill that I think we so desperately deserve.
You're about laughing.
No, I just...
Any laugh Any laugh the good-looking guy gets is gravy, first of all.
You are so knowledgeable. You are so good at this stuff. And yet
high?
you give everybody a lot of room for their opinion.
Yes.
And you laugh at this and that.
Absolutely.
That's why you should be president.
Here's another woke thing for you, Mr. Actor Man.
Okay.
They don't have a sense of humor. Because humor might hurt someone's feelings, and feelings are the most important thing. They're more important than free speech. They're more important than anything. It's that nobody ever feel a moment of discomfort or pain.
Right.
And what they do is they operate in bad faith. I don't know if you've seen this story, but there's a country star named Jason Aldean.
Don't know him.
Okay. He put out a record called Try That in a Small Town. And I was, again, one of those things, the polarization of this country. I read the things that the righties said about it. I read the thing that the lefties said about it. To the left, this was like he's this horrible racist because he's a country guy. And he shot the video at a courthouse steps where someone was lynched 100 years earlier. So it was about lynchings. And basically, he's a redneck guy. And I'm getting this now from Coleman Hughes, who's black, brilliant writer, if you're not up on him.
No,
young, black, and brilliant. And I believed Coleman Hughes. He said, this is a smear thing that they do. Because, and again, Jason Aldean, I don't know who the fuck this is. I probably would never be interested in his music. But he didn't pick that location. They know this. This is what I mean by bad faith. It's like, yeah, I know that, but I also can get him on this. If I put it in the article that the thing was shot at and of course, it turns out other movies have been shot there. Like Hannah Montana was shot there. Is she a...
Are you guys, like me, surprised that Bill Maher is taking this stance regarding the Jason Aldean situation? Are you even aware of it? Because the way I think about Bill Maher is him having, quite honestly, the worst faith possible when it comes to people on the conservative side of politics. So I think Bill Maher, we are seeing a live shift of him getting red-pilled, which I'm here for it. Please let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. And while you're at it, please like today's video and subscribe, posting every single day now. And yeah, let's get back to it.
Is she promoting lynching? And of course, it's a point of view that it's not my world, being a small town person who's saying, oh, if you try to take my guns, try that in a small town. Okay, but we have to get past this thing where you are just evil if you're not like me. Half the country is not like you.
Right.
They're just not. And they're not going to change, and they're not going to self-deport, and you're not going to bully them into being you. You just have to have a level of acceptance.
But it seems to me that a lot of people have gotten real dumb real quick in the last 10 years.
Oh,
why? Before, you visit the South and you go, and it is what it is. And I love tradition. I love little towns, and I love people that speak a little different colloquialism than other people.
Barns.
Yeah, but
lighthouses.
Yeah.
Thomas
but now,
Kincaid paintings.
What's happened to this? There's strip malls in every one of those little towns. There's opinions that are not fair. They're not fair. It's really, really changed, and there's more hatred available around.
Exactly. Yeah. Everything goes from 0 to I will kill you in 10 seconds.
And the minute I meet somebody, I always feel like, gee, I like you. Now show me why I don't.
I kind of get the points that they're trying to make here. I think even myself, I'm not super tolerant of people who disagree with me, or at least I don't care if you disagree with me, but I'm not like trying to spend a lot of time with you because I like my time spent alone and with my husband and daughter and our family. So my time is going to be used for things that I actually personally enjoy. But I do think what Bill Maher and this woke actor is saying to their audience is good. Like, right, we should be telling Americans, maybe we should be a little bit more tolerant, okay? And no, it's not to conservatives. It's to the intolerant left that claims they're so tolerant. We've all seen it. We've all experienced it. The so-called tolerant left are the most intolerant, maniac, woke lunatics around. They want to censor your speech, police your speech, call you racist, call you sexist, call you a bigot, transphobic, Islamophobic, blah, blah, blah. Okay, every phobias, every phobics, every isms, we all know it. We're all sick of it. And I think America and Americans at large are sick of it as well. And that's why we are seeing country and prominent liberals like Bill Maher himself moving in the right direction. Anyways, if you made it to the end of the video, comment an orange heart. It does help boost the video in the algorithm. I would really greatly appreciate your support because, you know, YouTube likes to censor channels like mine that hold opinions like mine, okay? So help your girl out, subscribe, like, comment, do it all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.